Good morning, everyone. It's Cassie. I hope you're having an awesome day. Welcome back to Foundation. So, near the end of our last video, we finished a Prestigious Berg Part 3 and picked up a Prestigious Berg Part 4. Prestigious Berg Part 4 is going to be tough because it requires a lot of labor splendor and a lot of resources to upgrade our buildings. So, a belfry requires 300 labor splendor, and then you can see here it's asking for 500 labor splendor in total to just as a requirement for this quest, and that's so much. It's so much. So I put out a call to action and I said, hey, look, this is going to be a challenge. Let me know what you want to do about this series. Do you want me to play something else, start a new map, or we can just keep on through this series? So far, I haven't heard back, so I'm just going to keep on going for now. But if you have any opinion at all, please let me know, and I'm happy to consider it. Right now, a courier is on his way. Let's see what he wants. Celebrating bread. With so much bread in the granaries, how much bread is in the granaries? 136? The elders believe your village might be ready for a bread fair. If you can ensure everyone has a good time, there's a chance the trading value of this resource will improve. Let's host a bread fair. Let's host a bread fair. Why not? Normally, it's 135-ish is, maybe a little bit low for my comfort level because, there is increased use of bread during a bread fair that tracks. So I'm a little bit skeptical about how this is going to go, but we'll see. In the meantime, I think I would like to start prospecting mandates. Prospect a mineral deposit in proximity. Can I choose? These all say the same thing. So maybe I can't choose what kind of mineral deposit. And the reason I'm prospecting is that I have read that it's how you discover quartz and some of the finer minerals like silver and gold. So my ambition here is to unlock quartz at least so we can start making glass. We have a building, at least one building, that is waiting on glass and won't increase, like it won't improve until we have glass. That also means I'm going to need to bring on some staff. So my objectives today are to try to find quartz and also to work gradually on improving labor splendor and toward the other objectives in a Prestigious Berg Part 4. We have to increase 30 houses to high density, and boy is that going to take a big chunk out of my resources. Like, we continuously find ourselves in this housing crisis based on the fact that we don't have enough tools or planks, but we also find ourselves continuously needing to upgrade our houses because our people are not happy, or because we have to for a quest, and that also requires us to be in a deficit of tools and planks. So, I mean, I could trade for these things, but I'd sooner use my own resources and just be stuck. It's a bit of a resource bottleneck, which is a problem I run into in a lot of city builders. I'm hoping our prospectors find something good. If they do find quartz, then we can put a mine on it. And if we put a mine on it, then we can start producing quartz, and from there, make glass. And then we can upgrade houses. We can make fine wares. Where are these houses? Are these new houses? It just says under construction. Why did these need tools? They must be upgrading. Oh, and I also have objectives that I set for myself, which are like to put in another dairy farm down here. And there was another thing. Oh, another paver. The bread fair seems to be going just fine. We actually have more bread now than at the start of the fair. So that's pretty cool. Another courier approaches. Busy day. Surplus cloth for beer. Villagers tending to a nearby monastery heard you had plenty of cloth in store. How much cloth do we have? 166, and I didn't need to open this. They would like to exchange their surplus of beer for some. It is 150 cloth for how much beer? 50 beer. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go for it. You delivered goods on time and received the promised beer. Good for me. That sounded a lot more sarcastic than I meant it to. It wasn't, I promise. Also, I got a new mic. I sort of got a new mic. So let me know if it sounds bad. I've been working on it really hard. Okay, we're almost halfway done. We're maybe a third of the way done with this prospecting quest. And we'll do more of these until we find quartz, basically. What I'm aiming for is glass. I also am interested in candles. I think that would be great, but it seems to me that the only way to get wax is to move further down the clergy tree and unlock monastic beekeeping. And I don't want to do that. I would be inclined to do it if we were, you know, playing in sandbox mode and I was unlocking a lot of things, but since I am working my way through a very specific path, the prestigious burg, the like city path, or the industrial consumer path, I'm less inclined. A lot of our storage is full too, so I wonder if it might be worthwhile to put in a second warehouse. This warehouse I can expand. I also am not keeping a lot in it. Let's put planks in this one. Another merchant. I guess the first two were couriers, and this one is a merchant. Quite busy today. Quite busy indeed. Where is this merchant? Oh. He's a lot slower than the courier was. The couriers come in with a quickness. Wool for the elders. The elders are looking to increase a nearby settlement's clothing stockpile. One of their merchants has seen your flock of sheep and wants to make you an offer. How much wool do we have? 135. This sounds like a good trade. Is 150 wool for 225 coin. I'm going to decline. I'm doing okay on coin right now. The fair lived up to expectations. People from all around are spreading praise about your fine craftsmanship and hope to do further business with your village. Well, that means maybe bread is worth more now in trade. Not that I'm trading bread, but I could. No more room at the inn. That's fine. That's fine by me. No tools, because buildings keep randomly upgrading and depleting my source of tools. Or my store of tools. No access to refined food? In what world? There's meat. Here's bread. There's even cheese. You can't tell me no access to refined food. Okay, this one is just waiting for glass. This one's waiting for a tool. Like a Sigbot is bringing one tool. I didn't intend for this series to become the Sigbot show, but he has become my favorite. He's the only character whose name I actually know. Am I ready to put in another cattle ranch? Dairy farm? Whatever we want to call it. Or do I want to wait on that? And I can't expand the one I already have. It doesn't... Whoop, there we go. I don't have any, like, additions to it the way I have additions to the wheat farms. How many tools does a dairy farm require? That's wheat. That's the baker. Dairy farm, 10. Yikes. Oh, whatever. Let's just put it in and get it over with. What building is this? This is a hunter's hut? Wow. I don't think I've seen my hunter's hut have, or any of my hunter's huts have full storage. It's crazy. I love it. Oh, should we be done with our prospecting yet? Yes. What did we get? I don't get to know? Oops. Do I have like a log? I do, right? Yes, okay. I don't see... I don't see the outcome of the prospecting in here. Maybe my prospectors are on the way back. I don't know. Do I have anything new in here? I don't have quartz, that's for sure. I don't see anything, no gold. Nope. So I want to send out another mining expedition. We'll see what happens. How's our dairy farm doing? I think I'd already clicked on that. Needs 6, 7 tools, and then we'll be fine. Once the dairy farm is up and running, we'll get a paver up and running, and then I might start picking at houses to increase them to high density. In the meantime, do I also want to start increasing houses to high quality? But yes and no. And the no on that is that I think that's why I need quartz. Because this one's increased to high quality, correct? Yes, high quality, but not high density. And I should put in another bailiff. So that my treasury has more space. Or I guess another treasury, I don't know. I have a lot of iron. Wonder if I could trade for some. Am I keeping planks in any of these nearby warehouses to make it easier for... Yes, okay. Trouble I was running into is that I didn't have resources available in some of my warehouses, so... Or I didn't have warehouses close enough to some of my buildings, rather. So, like, I have a sawmill right here that wasn't getting resources because they were so far away. It's crazy. It's fine now. Just need 5 more tools for my dairy farm. That house is done. That's good. It's done for now. I could do some promotions. Does it benefit me to move anyone up to commoner? Yes, a couple people. My taverners. My priest. Some watchmen. One more. And that'll make a lot of people happy, because serfs want to live with commoners. Granted, commoners want to live with residents, so my commoners might not be super duper happy, or with citizens. And I only have 1 citizen. A house is upgrading again. I'm sure I'm out of beer already. Let's take a look. I have 9. Okay, that's better than none. I need 2 tools for my dairy farm, and I am going to prioritize that so that we don't send the tools there, the tools to these houses before we send them to my dairy farm. Sigbot is working again. Man's busy. Oh, what's happening here? Influential village. The elders value your fair influence. They've invited traders from the labor estate to allocate more resources, sweetening trade opportunities with you temporarily. Very well. My fair influence is glad to be of service. Incessus, that's a good name. Okay, dairy farm needs 2 tools and Consensus is bringing 1, so we're almost there on dairy farm. I still can't allocate staff or set an area though, so we'll have to cope for a little bit longer. I have a tool in storage. Consensus, go get it. Get it. But similar to the issues I was struggling with at the beginning of the game when it came to wheat and bread, the more dairy I have, the more cheese I can make. The issue isn't that my cheese maker is not producing enough output, it's that it doesn't have enough input. So I'm working on that. What is this little emblem? I assume it's a logo for an area I trade with. Yes, from Davenport. Okay. I have 2 tools in storage. Someone please bring a tool to my dairy farm. I forget how many people a dairy farm staffs. 5. I should take 2 more on. Oh, I'm still waiting on a tool. I guess my workers are maybe off duty. But good thing that they'll be bringing a tool here momentarily, I assume. This one has a tool. This one should not have a tool. Oh, I don't know why I'm playing at 1x speed. Oh, yes I do. I slowed the game down so I could see the emblem from that trader. How are we doing on bread now that we just finished our bread fair? We have as much as we did before. We found iron. Okay. Is that in my logs? That's the wrong button. Also the wrong button. Your bailiff found an iron deposit. Yes, it is. Okay. We must not have found anything in our first adventure. Okay, with my bailiff back, I am going to send out more people to a deposit. It looks like there are other, like the potential for other deposits in here. And in both of these, in fact. So let's do some prospecting. Oh, I have to take the... that little tiny bit. There's an area here that is wood cutting, and they're done, so I can take that off now. Make my circle bigger. Oh, I can't? That's fine. It's whatever. This isn't required. It's not hurting anything, but I'm still gonna. Okay, so wait, now how? Oh, that's my cheese maker. Dairy farm only takes 3. I was wondering why I thought I would need 5. when the dairy farm only takes 3. I'm just a dodo. How are we doing? We still are in a housing shortage somehow. We do more promos. Let's promote a couple people to resident. That's gonna, or to citizen. That's gonna upgrade some houses. My bailiff has earned it. And do I want to do my tax collector? They say government jobs are the best jobs, so I'm just proving that true. Plus, I find it funny that my tax collector now has to pay more taxes. Okay, hopefully that didn't set a whole bunch of houses to upgrading, and it may also have, like, it may positively impact our housing shortage. We'll see. Aw, we have so few cows. It'll fill up, like this one has. Oh, I should make sure every job is staffed. Oops. Why do I always click on the wrong thing? Buildings. We need a forager. Was that all we needed? Yeah. Another courier. This is a busy day. How's the prospecting going? Again, about a third of the way done. I get impatient. Unraveling the mystery tax. You learn Davenport is imposing a new taxation law on traded goods. The details are a mystery, but you know it yields considerable profits without impacting commerce. If you were to crack its secret, such a tax could greatly benefit your village. We have options. We'll figure it out as we trade. By sufficiently trading with Davenport, you can deduce how their new taxation works, so you can reproduce it for your own village. Trade $1,000 or 1,000 gold worth of resources with Davenport. Let my bailiff investigate. 20% chance Davenport is unaware of the scheme, but 80% chance that Davenport figures out that we're spying on them. One of the elders will tell us. Golden influence will allow one of the elders to share their connections and knowledge regarding Davenport's business. Spends 250 gold and 5 labor prestige. That's what that is, right? Labor influence. I'll get it right one day. We'll figure it out. We are regularly trading with Davenport, so it should be just fine. How are we doing on milk now? Where is milk? This little list is so hard to read. Not alphabetical. 16. 16 milk and 20 cheese, and that might be the most cheese I've ever had at one time, if I'm honest. And yet my cheese stand is empty. Bread's fine. Meat's fine. Fish, berries, both good. Even wares are good. I'm pleased. These houses are never going to be perfect because... Well, just kidding. I thought that this house was too close to the ugly aura from my stonecutter. I guess not. I'm cool with that. This one seems to be... No, it has the desirable neighborhood trait. Alright. Oh, this one doesn't. Is it because of... Yeah, this is way too close to a hunter's hut and a butcher. The butcher I don't think has the ugly aura. I think it's okay if not all of my houses are perfect, as long as enough houses are perfect that I can complete quests. Okay, well, we're almost done. I'm getting real impatient. I would like them to find quartz, please. Okay, so the thing I don't know is that once I have found quartz, how do I mine quartz? Because I've got iron mining and stone cutting, but I don't have like quartz mining and I don't know where to get it. It wasn't in the progression menu anywhere that I could see. My farm space looks real weird. This one looks fine. I've got a little wheat farm next to a little like sheep ranch or whatever you want to call it. Sheep farm. But then this one is crazy. Cows, wheat, hops, all shoved in together. All kind of cattywampus, sideways. Iron again. Okay. I'll send you back out, buddy. From what I understand, they'll search these big, huge deposits, and that's what they've done so far, this and this. There's also this one over here, which is pretty close. But that might be... I might have limited availability until I expand my territory out some more. How much milk do we have now? We have 33 milk and 10 cheese. Maybe the issue is that we need another cheesemaker. I don't know. I don't have any cheese at my shop. My market stall is the right way to say that. I have so many more cows now. Dork. A dork who loves cows. Village happiness is back down to normal. Normal for me is this, right around 88%. It jumped up to like 92% last week when we played, but here we are again. This is okay. They are out. Yes, they are. Okay. I could promote more people. I could put in heavy fortifications and upgrade some more houses. I still need to put in a paver, and I probably should put in another treasury building. But right now, I'm just focusing on rebuilding, like gathering up some new tools, and I don't really know where my tools are being allocated. Can I find that out? No. Maybe. No? How are we doing? This one needs a commoner to upgrade to the next level of quality. It is at max level density, and I can live with that. Where are my tools going? Oh. Surplus of construction materials, wood and stone. With these, anything is possible. Your villagers look at the surplus and marvel at their potential. Will it be a church, a manor, a tavern? Excitedly, everyone ponders what might come next. I know what's going to come next. A paver. Where am I going to find... That's my manor house. Where am I going to find a paver? Logistics. Okay, good to know. 10 tools, 20 polished stone, and we have 18. And 15 planks, and we have 262. I'm gonna put this paver... Where am I gonna put this paver? Let's say here. Let's not say there. Let's say there. Okay. How many people does a paver employ? 3? With the paver, we'll get better coverage on paved roads, because you can see like some of these are not as paved as I might like them to be. I'm clicking on all of the ones that are in fact paved. This one's not. What's my paving radius? It's this light blue. This like kind of bluey greeny. I did cut it back. I had it coming further out to like all of my residential area. So I can do that again maybe when we get a paver going. And I said 3 people for a paver, so I'm going to take on some new residents. New serfs. I'll prioritize Where are my tools going? I also don't understand why, since there's no combat in this game, we need fortifications and guards to begin with. We found a gold deposit. Where? In here? Okay. So how would I mine that? Do I now just have a gold mine? That's iron, charcoal, iron, blacksmith. No. So if you find something that you don't already have, how do you mine it? I don't get to know. I looked through this earlier before I started playing for the day, and that's how I knew about the monastic beekeeping. I don't know how one mines materials. Like, how do I mine gold? Here we can smelt gold, but how do we mine gold? Oh, it's pretty though. You see that? A merchant is approaching. It is a busy day. Iron ore for the bishop. The bishop is planning to increase the season's wine sales but is in dire need of iron ore for the barrel bands. One of his merchants has seen your quarry and wants to make you an offer. We have 264 iron. What's the offer? 150 for 225 coin and 5 monastic influence? Clergy influence. We can do that. Or delivered. You delivered the goods on time, much to the merchant's delight, who promised to put a good word in with their leader. Cool. Are we not trading with Davenport? Trade. That's the wrong button. We can buy from Davenport. There's nothing really... Well, we could sell boars, I guess. And bread. Hops. Hops will be a good one. Because I'm so full on hops that we'll sell everything above 100. Not 1,000, just 100. And that should be fine. How's my paver doing? Has 3 tools, still needs 7. That's fine. Wait. I do see where my tools are going now, though. We have a house up here that's upgrading that doesn't yet have all its tools, where this one does. I don't know why it's upgrading. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Oh, I did promote some people. I have to send my bailiff back out. Okay, so the question then becomes, once you've found a deposit that you need, like when I find quartz, how do I mine quartz? I'm looking. Oh. Okay, so Reddit says when you select the deposit, which I did, you should have an edit building hammer button in the window, which I did and I clicked. It will give you the building options for the deposit. It can be a little hard to snap on, but if you eventually move them around the quarry, you'll get them on there eventually. Okay, so once I've built a quarry, then what? I can still only build an iron quarry, and that is incredibly likely to be because I don't own that land. Can I buy it? No, I need to focus on quartz right now, so I'm going to wait until I get quartz and then buy that land. One serf left. I don't get to know why, but I do get to know that they were working, and I have to staff someone else now into their job. Where's my brain? Buildings. Did 2 serfs leave? Okay, Davenport is trading now. It's gonna take forever though. I can live with it. It's just gonna take a while. We have 11 milk and 15 cheese. And how much cheese do we have in our stand? None. And I don't, I'm not getting the impression that the issue is my cheesemaker. I'm getting the impression that still the issue is my dairy farms. Happiness is down even further. But not because of housing. It looks like it's largely because of entertainment and taxes. It's still fine. We'll play for about 10 more minutes today, and that would give us, hopefully, the ability to finish this prospect and maybe the ability to do one more. How's our paver coming along? Almost done. And wouldn't you know it, who's the builder? Who's doing all the work right now? My beloved Sigbod. My favorite man. Oops. Do I see any other houses that are randomly upgrading? No, not right now. My treasury is about to be full, so maybe I should put in another one. I know I said I was going to. I was going to wait until after I was done with whatever I'm sitting on now, the paver. Good Lord, I just said it. We have a little bit of beer. The entertainment shortage is wild to me. Not like I can put in a cinema. Why is no one consuming beer? I wonder. Oh, 3 consumed this week. They are. I'm just a dodo. Alright, entertainment shouldn't be as bad as it looks, right? How we doing? It's about done. Find me quartz, please. I'd be grateful. Stone. Boo. Alright, one more. That's marble. When did we find marble? I guess that would have been the first thing I found that I missed. We have marble, iron, iron again. We have gold, and then we have stone. And boy, is that courier flying in. Improving trade with Davenport. Davenport is praising your mutual business. They are planning to build a bridge to help increase the volume of merchandising moving into their village, and they hope you will contribute. I'll see to it. The neighboring village will expect you to eventually help them by sending resources through a mandate, or I might help you later. You can improve the trade route by sending them resources through a mandate. Same thing, different verbiage. The better we trade with Davenport, the faster we get to 1,000. Right now we're only at 50 of 1,000 gold traded with Davenport, so I need to pick it up. But with finances looking good, I'm wondering if I might be able to stop clicking the wrong button, first of all, tax my serfs less. We'll see. We'll see what kind of impact that has on A, happiness, and B, finances. And if the finance hit is too much, then I will go back to taxing them. But I'm hoping that now that we have some citizens and some commoners, they'll make up the difference. And with the increased trade as well, that'll make up the difference. Yay, my paver. Oh, I need another person. Oops. Just one more. One commoner left. Well, I'll have to... I didn't mean to click that, actually. The commoner worked at the blacksmith. What? What is happening? Okay, nothing. Everything's fine. But I am going to take those last few people. Just this time. How are we doing on our... Wow. Nope. We've only barely started. We're not going to get through the end of that today. So I will just call it a day. And then we'll pick up where we left off next time. Now that I'm getting a little bit more in the weeds with the mandates and promotions and finances look good, I'm starting to enjoy the game a little bit more. It's going to be a very long time until we complete a prestigious Burg Part 4. I am not even going to be shy about that. It's going to take ages to get up to 500 Labor Splendor. Yikes. But we're working on it. We're getting there a little bit at a time. So again, the call to action kind of stands. If you want me to keep playing this and keep playing this particular save, let me know. If you want me to start a new save, let me know. Especially if you can point to like a path that you might want me to play. If you want me to play something else, I am open to suggestion. I have a list of games that I'm currently already playing, like for funsies in my personal life. I'm also open to suggestion if there's anything you want me to play for this channel. So let me know what you think. In the meantime, I will see you next time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate you. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will talk to you very soon.